Welcome back to the Doug and Commish Show, Week 5 edition. Doughboy 3-1 versus the 1-3 Burtucky. And Doughboy's kind of got some interesting matchups here because of the basically playing Cincinnati, Houston, got St. Louis involved in there. I mean, with 3 games done, his day's pretty much done. I get real nervous playing all my guys in one little setting like that, but that's the way he wants it to roll. But here we go. Joe Flacco. Again, I'm wacko for Flacco. You know that.
I do.
And he's playing Cincinnati, who's actually a decent defense. Do you even consider playing David Garrard if you are Doughboy? Garrard had a great week last week. Over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can fly off all the stats in the world you want, but Flacco's your guy. How are you supposed to meet your men face to face and say, you've been my guy all year, you're my number one, except for tomorrow? That's not how it works. Mm-hmm. Flacco is your guy. You roll with him.
Okay. Matt Schaub at Arizona. I know that you've got some interesting stuff to say to Burtucky. Really bad luck.
It is bad luck. And just like last week when Edwards was projected to have this glorious day, just because you start him, he won't. Mm-hmm. And I think that rule applies this week as well to the Schaub. Every week you've started him, he's done poor.
Okay.
Every week that you've benched him, he's averaging 19 a game.
So do you play Sean Hill in Atlanta and hope for the best, or do you just flip the coin again?
It doesn't matter. If you put Sean Hill in, he's going to blow. There's something going on with the way that Jake manages his QBs that he's never going to have success. Okay. Leave it empty.
All right. Running backs, Brian Westbrook should be back. Michael Turner, the newly acquired Michael Turner,
yes,
against San Francisco. Not necessarily the greatest matchup for Turner, but a decent matchup for Brian Westbrook.
Patrick Willis is going to eat him.
Eat who?
Michael Turner.
Oh, okay. All right. And then on the other side of things, Willis McGahee, touchdown machine, man. Talk about coming alive.
Last week.
Tim Hightower as well against Houston. So who do you like, Westbrook Turner or McGahee Hightower?
Westbrook Turner.
Okay.
They're just better players. Their matchups might not be great.
Okay.
But they're better players.
All right. I think I'll take Westbrook and Turner as well, although I think McGahee will get another touchdown and kind of add to his touchdown total.
Sure.
Wide receivers, Deshaun Jackson,
bless you,
TJ Houshmandzadeh, and Kevin Walter all have great matchups against all defenses that give up at least 20 or more points to opposing wide receivers.
This is where Burtucky's going to do his damage.
I think so, too. Steve Breston, Isaac Bruce, the Ancient One, and Sidney Rice. Although Sidney Rice is actually making a name for himself in Minnesota with some chemistry with Brett Favre. So, who do you think?
I don't like any of them.
Okay.
I think Sidney Rice has had his claim to fame, and it's over now. Isaac Bruce is old. And now they got Crabtree back. I mean, his value is just going to plummet.
Yep.
I guess not back. They finally signed him.
Yeah.
Isaac Bruce might retire next week.
Yeah.
And Breston, he's a 3rd or 4th option in a not great offense right now.
All right. So you're giving the edge to Burtucky?
Big time.
I'm okay with that. Tight end, Dallas Clark, Dustin Keller. I think that's going to be pretty much a wash. Keller's actually getting some looks, and Miami gives up a decent amount to tight ends, and so does Tennessee. Both again 11 and 10.
I like Clark a lot, and if Jim wants to keep this from being a complete blowout, and I'll go a step further, if Jim wants to not secure the hot steamer of the week, he needs Dallas Clark to have a week 1 experience.
Yeah, I agree. Defense. Let me ask you a quick question here. Mm-hmm. Why does Jim still have the Steelers defense?
He's got to be playing the loins rule.
You think so?
Stafford's never seen a NFL-style 3-4 defense like this. And he did see a 3-4 defense against the Saints at the beginning of the year, and it didn't work out real well for him.
No, when we looked at the Steelers' numbers, they're ranked 24th as far as fantasy defenses go. And Detroit's only really given up 8 points a week to other defenses, which isn't a ton.
Right.
So I don't really know. I think maybe it might be a good week for him, but I still kind of question Jim hanging on to the Steelers.
I like it this week because the Lions are surprisingly dangerous with the big play. Primarily to just Calvin.
Yeah.
But they like to throw the ball to the wrong team, and they have a fumbling issue. And their special teams is horrible.
Well, they're probably going to be playing Culpepper this week. Do you think that changes anything?
I don't think they are going to play Culpepper, and even if they do, it doesn't change anything.
All right. Dolphins against the Jets. Jets give up 11.5 points to other fancy defenses. I'm actually going to take the Dolphins in this one as opposed to the Steelers.
I disagree.
That's fine.
Vehemently.
And you can do that.
I disagree.
You don't even know what vehemently means.
I seen it on Law and Order.
You saw it. You didn't seen anything.
I seen it on Law and Order.
What do you think this matchup comes down to?
It's gonna be a beatdown. This could be ugly early. Burtucky has way better wide receiver matchups. That's where this game's gonna be won.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be one.
It's gonna be one. That's okay.
And
how would you spell one there?
I'm gonna go W.
Okay, good.
O-N. W.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Burtucky in a classic beatdown. 92 to the Steamer winner of the week. Doughboy 53.
Wow.
Get some receivers.
Yeah, I think that Doughboy is going to be hurting here as well. I think he'll lose. I think he'll lose by at least 20. And I'm going to go ahead and go with Burtucky on this one as well. This is Doug and the Commish. We'll be right back with our final matchup of the week.